I'm Matt Bishar with NAREIT.com here in New York City for REITWeek 2015, NAREIT's Investor Forum. Joining me for this CEO Spotlight is John Thomas, the CEO of Physicians Realty Trust. John, thanks so much for joining us.
Hey Matt, thanks for having me.
What are the reasons why 2015 was the right time for Physicians Realty Trust to pursue an investment grade rating?
So when we started the company, it was all about, which we started 2 years ago, it was all about creating a long-term company. I mean, we've made long-term investment decisions, building the company in the right way. Obviously, the interest rate environment is so attractive these days, and to have that 10-year, 15-year, 20-year, kind of long-term horizon for us, we want to get into that market as quickly as we can. So we've worked hard from the beginning, meeting with the rating agencies, from the beginning of the company, trying to understand what it was that we needed to do on our side. So, we're at a point where we just exceeded $1 billion in assets. We have essentially $1 billion of unencumbered real estate. We have very low debt. So, we're going to start the process and hopefully get across their hurdles and get into the long-term bond market in this interest rate environment.
And how would you describe the availability of medical office building assets that fall within Physicians' $10 to $50 million target range?
Yeah, so it's, the estimates of this market are that there's somewhere between $300 and $400 billion worth of the types of assets in the United States that we're attracted to. Medical office buildings, outpatient care facilities. It's a $3 trillion U.S. healthcare economy going to $5 trillion, no matter who the president is, no matter what government policies are in place. It's just a huge attractive market, and over the past 6-7 years, if you slice this market up any way you can, it averages about $20 million at a transaction. It's a very fragmented market, and we see somewhat of an unlimited supply and opportunity in a growing market.
Now, speaking of the size of the medical office building market, REITs still own a relatively small percentage. One estimate's less than 10%. Why has that been so low, and how quickly do you expect that share to increase?
Yeah, so we're trying to change that every day ourselves. But the reason it's been so low is healthcare's local. Hospital systems and physicians have been the builders of buildings. Hospital systems historically using government-backed or government subsidized debt, and physicians who've been have gotten bank loans and built their own buildings. So the vast majority of what's not owned by REITs are owned by hospitals and physicians, and they're picky about who they sell their buildings to or if they even will sell their building. But the average age of physicians today is 55, so you're getting a generation of physicians who are now thinking about, maybe I should diversify my wealth, maybe I should sell the building today in this market. It's obviously very attractive, kind of frothy market. And for us, what we try to distinguish ourselves is, sell it to somebody that you can trust, that's going to take care of your building. But we're looking to the 40-year-old physicians in the practice, not the 55-year-old that we're buying from. So it's, the long-winded answer to your question is, most of these assets are owned by physicians and hospitals or developers that work with them in local markets. And they built them to deliver health care, not as a real estate investment. Now the generation of physicians are thinking about it more as a real estate investment and a way to diversify their wealth into retirement.
Great. John, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
For more on this and other REIT news and analysis, be sure to visit REIT.com.